We are here today to make and take concrete steps to preserving our planet and its cultural heritage. This initiative is part of an ongoing project, the Anchor Manulife Community Park, in collaboration with the Apsara National Authority and the agreement we signed in January of this year. Our goal is to preserve the cultural heritage sites in Cambodia against climate change by planting over 10,000 trees in the Anchor Archaeological Park. Today, we aim to plant between 1,000 to 3,000 trees. So I would suggest you all start stretching your muscles right away. And this is in addition to the 6,000 trees already planted around us and working towards our goal of planting over 10,000 trees. And we're thrilled to see such a great turnout today. We are expected to have over 200 Team Manulife members participating in our tree planting event today.
We join to against the climate change in the world by planting the tree. But you can plant anywhere in the world. But when you plant the tree here, what is the most significant and the most meaningful for all of you? That I want to bring this idea to you. It's been not long, but it's a little bit short, but give the real meaning, The part that Karen just mentioned about the climate change, I'm not repeat again. But the role when you plant the tree in Angkor Park, you will really join us to preserve the temple. The reason why, before I give the detail, Apsara National Authority, we start to set up the system, the specialist department to working on the environment since 2004. Start to reforest in the Angkor Park, and of course up to now we have already more than 2 million tree planting in Angkor Park. The role of the tree is the most important for the preserve of the Angkor Temple. The temple itself, as you can see close to just a few meters from here, you have one other temple. In Angkor Park you have more than 100 temples, without talking about nearly 700 temples in Siem Reap, and more than 17,000 the evidence of remain archaeological in Siem Reap province. So the role of the tree in this region, we have the role very important for the conservation, because the tree, as you know well, when you plant the tree, the first role of the tree in this region, as you can see, we are in between Angkor Wat and the Gulen Mountain. So you have the problem of the wind that will be come through. And our temple, we just build by putting stone one or the other. When you visit, you can see clearly there. So if you have the strong wind, the wind can destroy the temple without doubt. So when you have the tree start to reduce the speed of the wind. So it's one of the role of the tree to protect the temple. Second one, may you learn from my paper or my colleague to talk in the TV or in the social media, that we are really demonstrate that our temple built more than 1,000 years ago. We built based on sand and underground water, you see. So because more than 1,000 years ago, our temple, we don't have the material to make the foundation. And you can see our temple is mostly very heavy by bringing the stone to build one on the other. So the way that we build, it just look like we make the sand and the water to be strong enough to support the heavy load of the temple. That you can make your experience as well by going on the beach. The part of the sand that you meet, your foot will never sink underground. But by the way, in the dry sand, your foot will be sink. So before we build the temple, we just to take off this natural soil, then fill it back the sand, connect with the underground water. And that underground water that you can see, our ancestor, they try to build the moat surrounding to try to provide the water to underground to make sure that sand always humid to support the temple. So the second role of the tree in this region, they try to protect, how to say, the evaporation from the soil. It means when the soil is dry, we will take the water from underground. So it will be create to the stability of the temple. The third role of the tree in this region, we have the result of our research we conduct for the temple, and we try, you can see for the moment we have around 20 degrees, right? And in early morning before the sunrise, in the April, we have around 24, 25. But this day, you will have around 19, 18. And then when you see the temple with the stone, when we have the sun the whole of the day, around 3 p.m., we reach the temperature around 78 degrees. You see the big gap, the big difference of the temperature, it will be create the problem to the stone. So when we plant the trees surrounding the area around the temple, it means the tree make the humidity by evaporation from the underground. Of course, the humidity create around there, the temperatures will be around the stone, it's less. So it means it's other role of the tree to protect the stone from the decay of the big difference in between the temperature in between the night and the afternoon. And the fourth role of the tree, as you can see, we have a lot of tourists. And Angkor Park, of course, in the next few years, we try to reduce, not to allow the car like we use today to coming in the park, to use the EV and so on, to try to reduce the pollution. So the problem for us, we try to reduce the air pollution by emission by the car transportation. So when you have emission from the car, the air is become polluted. So when the rain come with acid. Acid create also the problem to our stone. So you can see some of our stone is decay by this activity. So again, it's a role of the tree to reduce this problem of the pollution as well. So I can say you are safe around here because the tree that you were planting, the trees was been planting by our local community, save also the health of the local people and as well for the visitor to come to this park. So we are really, Apsara Authority, the government of Cambodia, really saying to you, your activity to join us to create this green belt around the temple to save our heritage. Not only the Cambodia heritage, because it's the World Heritage Site, so it's your heritage as well. Thank you for joining to plant the trees, 3,000 today. Thank you.